The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On second down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And it's complete. It's Alex Collins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and goal, Collins. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Gone!
3rd and goal. Jackson rolling to his right. He can run for, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Get set. Four down. Check. Four down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, Breeze. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And certainly some style points there on the spin. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now he's flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Now they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Yeah, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Well, partner, let's prognosticate about Baltimore's upcoming season. They'll host Buffalo in Week 1. What do you think of Joe Flacco and the Ravens this year?
Well, I think that Joe Flacco had a tremendous offseason. Of course, that was precipitated by the drafting of Lamar Jackson out of Louisville. Gave him extra motivation. But for them to get back to the playoffs, remember, they've missed 4 out of the last 5 years. They've got to get back to truly playing Baltimore Ravens football. That's being physical on offense, Alex Collins running the ball, Orlando Brown now at right tackle, moving people. And then on defense, attacking the quarterback with Terrell Suggs, and Eric Weddle and his beard patrolling center field.
Drops it underneath for Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They go play action with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Ingram. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Breeze now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Good set.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They haven't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Brought in left side by Smead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demario Davis coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Jackson on 2nd down, and he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Good set.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Benjamin Watson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hot! Hot!
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready. We're waiting.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Get set, get set.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 26 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Detroit!
On second down, Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gone!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line. And Andrews lost the football. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
All right, now, look at 56. Now, look at 56.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
On second down, here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Get set.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Breeze going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Get set, get set, get set.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carr. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Get set, get set.
Toss play, Kamara. He can't get him down. Oh, he breaks another. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead with time running out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one. And one was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for two there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, but they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
Breeze hands to Ingram, and he's going to be met at about the 43. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff to Ingram. And some room to roam now. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know.